Should you be intermittent fasting every single day, 365 days a year, indefinitely, or will you run into trouble if you fast every single day? That's what I want to talk about in this video. Now, if you're new to my channel, my name is Mike Kola. I've been a fitness trainer and gym owner for over 30 years. I've helped thousands of people lose weight and just get into fantastic shape. Now let's talk about intermittent fasting. Me and my wife have been intermittent fasting for over maybe 10, 11 years now. I've experimented with so many different strategies and protocols. And what I've concluded is, I think it's an amazing way to lose weight, to control your weight like long term, to keep insulin levels low, right? To maybe upregulate a little bit of autophagy, which is so healthy for longevity, great for the body. But I find one of the biggest mistakes people make is that they just never take a break from intermittent fasting. And I think you can run into trouble if you do it too often for too long. And the main reason is that it's not good to be in a calorie deficit for an indefinite period of time. And a lot of people take this intermittent fasting too far and they become malnourished. Well, obviously, if you have an eating disorder, you shouldn't be, intermittent fasting at all. But let's go over like the most common type of intermittent fasting protocol, which is 16-8. Where you're fasting 16 hours and then taking in all your calories within an 8-hour eating window. This type of strategy, especially if you do it every single day, we would call that time-restricted eating. If you're eating, say, 3 meals a day, you can probably get away with doing that indefinitely, because you can take in enough calories and you can take in enough nutrition. Even 2 days, even 2 meals within the 8-hour eating window could be, I think that's a good long-term strategy, but you still need to take some diet breaks. But I think you can probably do 16 to 3 meals a day indefinitely. But once you start going beyond that and you start doing, say, 18-hour fast, then you're having like one small meal with one big meal, or you're doing an OMAD, you're doing 1 meal a day, or you're doing these 24-hour fasts too frequently. Like say you're fasting like every other day for 24 hours, or you're doing these extended fasts where you're doing fasting 3, 4, 5 days, and you're doing this every single week. In my opinion, you can run into trouble. You can become malnourished. You need potassium, you need magnesium, you need 4,700 milligrams of potassium is the adequate intake. Just to give you an idea, a banana, 100 calories, only 400. You got to eat 12 bananas a day. Just think, there are better sources of potassium than a banana. Like I personally love avocados. I like, green vegetable drinks, which are lower in calories, higher in potassium. But if you overdo this fasting, you really can become malnourished. That's why I like intermittent fasting or time-restricted eating with diet breaks. I think it's so important that every few weeks you just take a break from fasting, you increase your calories to at least maintenance calories, so you're not in a deficit, maybe a little beyond. You go back to eating 3 meals a day, you eat a very high nutritious type diet, nutrient dense type diet. That's what I personally do every 4, 5, 6 weeks. I like to take a week off. And research has even shown that taking diet breaks, where you up your calories to maintenance, actually helps with long-term weight loss. If you've been following me on YouTube on my channel, I must have 100 videos about fasting, intermittent fasting, time-restricted eating. And I do have my own particular protocols that I think work the best. But so many people ask me the question, can I intermittent fast every day? Can I eat only 1 meal a day every day? See, in my opinion, 1 meal a day is a great strategy, the OMAD diet. But I think it's a better intermittent strategy because it's almost impossible to take in enough like vitamins, minerals, nutrients, calories, only eating 1 meal a day. Maybe if you're on a really strict ketogenic type diet and you are taking a lot of calories from healthy fats, you can maybe get away with doing like an OMAD type, keto type diet for an extended period of time. But even then, I still think you should take a diet break every 5 or 6 weeks and just, eat 2, 3 meals a day. It's just a safety blanket. And I think long term, It's going to help you lose weight, control your weight. I love intermittent fasting, but like, I have a tendency, I'm obsessive. I have a tendency to overdo things too, but don't overdo it. Experiment with intermittent fasting. This intermittent fasting, even though it works so well and there are so much research, there's still no definitive clinical study that says this is the best way to do it. It's not like taking a medication where you're taking a blood pressure medication and it can tell you, okay, you take this amount of milligrams, you're going to create this response. Intermittent fasting is still very new, and it's hard to know what is the exact perfect ideal protocol for everyone. But I would, gear on the side of caution and take these diet breaks. Now, if you want to learn my system about intermittent fasting, I'm going to link up this video. This is my 4-week intermittent fasting program. I think you're really going to like it.